Hello everyone and welcome back to Jester's Grin. Today we're going to dive in to a bonus of top 11 mysterious ghost ships and haunted stories of the maritime world. Let's dive in, shall we? Mystery, fear, and enigma encompass the seafaring ghost ships or phantom ships, tales that have been passed around throughout centuries by sailors, anglers, and others. These mysterious ships are fantasized as spectral phantasms that materialize in the middle of sea and disappear as quickly as they came. In addition, abandoned ships which are found adrift and left desolated under fearsome and cryptic circumstances are included in the category. Albeit these are all being marine legends, of course, and sometimes lacking authenticity, some of these haunted ships continue to provoke speculation, conversation, and fearful anticipation. So today I present to you our top 11 ghost ships. Number 11, SV Kaz 2. SV Kaz 2 was found adrift 88 miles off of the coast of Australia near the Great Barrier Reef, just 5 days after it set sail from Arlee Beach towards Townsville, Queensland in April 2007. As per investigation reports, the 12-meter catamaran was sailing with a 3-person crew who were not experienced sailors at all. However, what happened to them remains a mystery to this day. Their disappearance without a trace has been compared to the crew of the Mary Celeste, another ship whose crew went missing under mysterious circumstances. Many believe rough weather conditions could have been a reasoning. Others blame pirates or even communists. But strangely, the vessel was found in perfect condition, except for one sail which had been completely shredded to pieces. The 3 men were never found again. According to investigators, they might have drowned while trying to untangle a fishing lure caught in the vessel's rudder. It is also envisaged that a sea monster could have swallowed them. Number 10. The Kalush. It is a legend of the Chilota mythology where it is described as a ghost ship which comes into being every single night near the island of Chiloé. It says that the vessel carries the spirits of all the people who have ever drowned at sea. The Kalush is a strikingly beautiful ship, always surrounded by party music, sounds, and laughter. However, it only stays for a short moment and it vanishes without a trace or submerges itself back under the water from whence it came. 3 Chilota water spirits, the Sirenia Chilota, the Pincoya, and the Pacoi, who resemble mermaids, summon the spirits of the drowned. Number 9, the SS Valencia. In 1906, the SS Valencia sank off the coast of Vancouver, British Columbia, after encountering severe weather near Cape Mendocino and became a subject of mysterious ghost stories. Eventually, only 37 of merely 108 people were saved using lifeboats, among which 1 vanished. Since then, many fishermen have claimed to witness ghost ship sightings with human skeletons, even after many decades of post-sinking. Number 8, the SS Orang Medan. In 1947, while passing through the Strait of Malacca, 2 American ships went off in a hurry onto a rescue mission after receiving a distress call from the Orang Medan. The caller, who claimed to be a crew member on the Orang Medan and conveyed the message of death, everybody around him had died. His words weirdly ended with "I die." The rescuers got to the ship and found the ship was unharmed, but when they got on deck, the entire crew, including the dog, were dead on deck. Expressions with terrified faces and look of amazement in death. Nobody knows to this day what happened on the Orang Medan, but before further investigation could be done, the abandoned ship caught fire, and everyone that was on board had to retreat. The ship exploded and sank in front of them. The probable reason could be overexposure to nitroglycerin, which it was carrying illegally. The other mystery revolves around the story, of course, of paranormal activities or alien invasion. Nobody really knows to this day what happened with the Orang Medan. Number 7, the Carroll A. Deering. This ship ran aground in the notorious Diamond Shoals near Cape Hatteras, North Carolina in 1921, where it was stuck for many days before any rescue team could arrive. After unloading a coal shipment, the vessel was traveling from Rio de Janeiro back to Norfolk, Virginia. Later, the Coast Guard found that the navigational equipment, logbook, and 2 lifeboats were missing from the abandoned ship, but otherwise, everything was undamaged. Investigations showed that a few other ships had also disappeared under mysterious circumstances around the exact same time, which could be pirate barbarity or crew mutiny, even extraterrestrial activity around the infamous Bermuda Triangle. Number 6, the SS Bachimo. Built in the early 1920s, this is one of the real-life ghost ships, which was, in 1931, trapped in the pack ice near Alaska, leaving no hopes for the owner, Hudson Bay Company, to but abandon it. However, it remained adrift for the next 38 years, as was frequently sighted floating aimlessly throughout the waters of Alaska. Weather conditions has always made it impossible to salvage the ship, but since 1969 it has disappeared completely from all radar. A few expedition programs have since been launched to trace back this mysterious ghost ship, but no traces of it have ever been found again. Number 5, the Octavius. The Octavius became more than just a legend in 1775 when a whaling ship named the Herald found it aimlessly drifting off the coast of Greenland with all of its crew frozen dead in time by the Arctic cold. To add to the spooky environment, the ship's captain was found sitting still at his desk, frozen in time, with a quill in his hand, still writing in his logbook. This could mean that the Octavius had been floating for nearly 13 years and completed its passage to the Atlantic while returning to England from the Orient via the Northwest Passage as a ghost ship. Number 4, the MV Joyita. In 1955, this fishing and charter boat was found abandoned in the South Pacific 5 weeks after it had been reported overdue. The air search mission could not trace it until a merchant ship found it drifting almost 600 miles off its charted course, with no sign of passengers, no crew members, and no cargo. The life rafts were missing, including the firearms were gone, and also other equipment on board were also missing. There was a doctor's bag and several bloody bandages all over the deck, and the broken radio was tuned in to the universal distress signal. Still, what happened there was never revealed, as none of the crew was ever seen again. Number 3, the Lady Lovibond. This is an exciting story of love and jealousy and rage, complements the tale of this haunted ship. In 1748, the day before Valentine's Day, it was set to set sail as a celebration of the ship's captain's wedding. Nevertheless, his friend was also in love with his wife, and out of vengeance, he steered the ship into the notorious Goodwin Sands, sinking it and killing everyone on board. Since then, it could be seen every 50 years sailing around Kent in 1798, 1848, 1898, and 1948. Witnessed this ship's sightseeing, and some boats had even sent out rescuers to the ship, assuming it was in distress. but by the time they got there, there was no ship to be found. But it later could not, albeit there was no confirmed spotting in 1998. This famous ghost ship continues to be a legend on the seas. Number 2, the Mary Celeste. British ship De Gracia found the Mary Celeste on 4th of December 1872 near the Strait of Gibraltar. It was weird, as that latter had left New York 8 days before the De Gracia and should have reached its destination, Genoa, Italy, but it never did. However, the boarding party from the British vessel discovered that below deck things looked pretty standard and normal and no signs of any attacks. Probably the most famous real-life ghost ship story embraces the Mary Celeste. Found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in 1872 in a completely unharmed condition, with all its sails still up. It was still sailing. The crew's personal belongings intact, and a cargo hold of over 1,500 alcohol barrels completely untouched. The only things missing were the lifeboat, the captain's logbook, and most importantly, the entire crew. No one was there. Since pirate attacks could not be held responsible for such a phenomenon, theories of crew mutiny, water spout killing, storms, and consumption of poisonous food leading to madness came into light, but none were ever proven. However, the most reasonable explanation could be a storm or technical issue, compelling the crew to immediately abandon the ship in the lifeboat and die later at sea, but it is unknown to this day. Apart from these, the mystery of this haunted ship surrounds by ghosts and even sea monsters or alien abduction. We may never know. Captain Morehouse of De Gracia knew Captain Briggs of Celeste to be a very capable sailor, leading to more suspicion about what actually happened on the ship. However, the poor fate of the Mary Celeste and all of the souls on board has been immortalized in Arthur Conan Doyle's short story, written in 1884, J. Habakkuk's Jefferson's Statement. Sorry, guys. And number 1 for today, and I'm out, the Flying Dutchman. In maritime folklore, this ghost ship has left the maximum impact like no other by inspiring numerous paintings, films, books, operas, etc. The Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, features the story and is the most popular movie made on this legend. Vanderdecken, the captain, on its way towards the East Indies with sheer determination, tried to steer his ship through the adverse weather condition of the Cape of Good Hope, but failed miserably, even after vowing to drift until the doomsday. Legend says that since then, they have been cursed to sail the oceans for eternity. To this day, hundreds of fishermen and sailors from the deep sea have claimed to have witnessed firsthand the Flying Dutchman, continuing its never-ending voyage across the waters. Guys, I hope you like, subscribe, Jester's Grin, and we'll catch you on the flip side.